Hello and welcome back to another character customization video. My name's Lumen and today we are back in Overwatch 2 to have a look at yet another mythic skin. This time for Sigma. This is the Galactic Emperor skin. This came along with the Season 4 Battle Pass that just went live along with the season, and as with the previous seasonal passes and the previous mythic skins, you need to level all the way up to level 80 in the Battle Pass to unlock it. You can fast track it by purchasing the levels, but I don't recommend that. That will cost a whole lot of money, and, you know, most of the fun is actually in playing the game, right? Right? So, in this video, we're going to have a look at the skin and everything that comes along with it. My first impressions, if you'd like the quick and dirty version of what's available here, I think it's pretty great, and it's an awesome fit for Sigma. It's imposing, it's menacing, it's got that air of superiority that you want on Sigma and as a Sigma player, where everyone else is a lesser being. It's pretty cool. And the details, obviously, I mean, Blizzard never let us down with that. The skins have been awesome. So, let's jump in and let's have a look. When you get to level 80 and you unlock this, you get the Galactic Emperor skin. You get the player icon, and then you get the Emperor's Command spray, which may look kind of familiar to you if you like your Star Wars. So, the skin itself, customizable, as with the others. However, I will say that you get in a little less on this one. Even though you could argue that Sigma is a larger character, so technically you get in more, you get in less in that you only have the one set of weapons that you get in a skin for. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the weapons first, and we'll look at all the different combos, because they got 2 different styles and 3 different colors. We'll check them out. It'll be a bit of back and forth, as it always is, and then I'll show you all the other details and the other combinations that you can pull off, and then at the end, we'll randomize. So, for the weapons, your 2 style choices are as follows. You get these guys with the spikes on, or you get the smoother ones. Both look pretty fantastic. And then on each of them, you can change the colors, obviously with the armor color. And I'm going to talk a little about the colors in general once I'm done here, because I really like what they've done with them. But you basically get this one with the gray and the purpley pink. And I'm sorry if I get the colors wrong. I am not great with colors. Then you get this one over here with the white and the blues. And then you get this one with the sort of camo colors and like a reddy pink. I don't know if that's correct, but they look pretty cool. And then the same on these ones. The colors obviously look different. You can see that on this one they were much darker. On this one the colors are inverted in a way, where the darker colors are on the inside, lighter ones on the outside. It's obviously due to the design of the orbs. They're all lighter on the outside and darker on the inside. I think it's cool. It's a nice little change, you know? And with that done, we've seen the weapons. And that's why I say that some people might be a little disappointed, because it does feel like a little bit less than you would have on the others. Now, I want to talk just a quick moment about the colors before I jump into looking at all these different things and the different combinations. I like what they've done. They've got the regal and royal colors, the golds, the reds, and it sort of makes him look superior in so many ways on this one. And then you go over here, and that's like, you know, that's something you'd expect, right? It's something you'd expect. Then you look at this one, and you've got what you could see as more of a scientific set of colors. And if you change the armor setup a little bit here, you'll see it'll sort of blend nicer, where you've got the whites of a lab coat, the more intelligent approach to selecting your colors, and on the final one you've got the militaristic colors. And I think that having those 3 and spotting the differences between them, it fits so well with Sigma. Once again, it suits the character. He's got this regal air to him. Obviously he's scientifically minded, and you know he belongs in his lab coat, and then, you know, there's the military air. It's awesome. And it's a lesser detail, I think, that probably a lot of people won't really care about, but I spotted that, and I thought that it was kind of cool that they chose the colors with what seems like purpose. Now for the helmets, or the hats, I guess, in some situations. You'll notice that the cosmic strip behind him. I don't know what else to call it. I'm sorry. It doesn't change with the helmet. That'll change with the color, and only the color of it changes. I want to say it could have been kind of cool if they had changed maybe the shape of it or something like that, the makeup of the strip behind him. But the color, when it does change, is awesome. And I love the effect that you get from it, where when you turn it around, you can see that the stars and the background, it's not actually moving. What's moving is the character and the strip, and we are just peering into the void, as it were. And that's amazing. It's a simple effect that they put on there, but it makes it look really cool. You've got here the like high-ranking military hat. I'm sorry, I don't know the official name for that. Then we have the Caesar-like crown. I actually think it kind of fits on him, like making that connotation, that link between him and Julius Caesar. Why not? Why not? And then you've got like, I don't know, I see this as sort of like a Protoss high-tech crown. It just reminds me of the Protoss race from StarCraft. And I mean, the inspiration could definitely have been there because, you know, Blizzard, they kind of made the game. Now, I'm not going to jump between the colors here because you will definitely see the colors when we go forth and start changing things around. But you'll see basically the colors themselves, they don't change the helmet itself all that much. They mostly just change the cosmic strip behind him. That said, the armor, slightly bigger effect here. It is definitely going to be the most impactful part of the changes that you make in, other than the colors, of course. And the choices that you have, they once again sort of fit the theme that you were looking at with the hats. They don't so much fit the colors exactly, because they meant to mix and match quite easily. But yeah, they're kind of sick. The first one has the wings that you can see here. The copious amounts of gold, especially on this specific color selection here. But really nice look. And you can see it doesn't go all the way around to the back. Like, it's just the shoulder pads and then a little bit on the chest. Which is fine. Which is fine, because it's one of Blizzard's, like, big aims and goals is to keep the heroes looking sort of similar all the time. They don't want the skins to drastically change the hero because the silhouette needs to be recognizable. And then the final one over here, this is probably my favorite one. It's the sharpest one. It's the clearest one. Most defined one. But it once again still has this militaristic air, or this royal or regal bearing to it. I dig it. I like the reflections on the pieces. I like the fact that you'll see on all of them, when you're looking into these joints, into the lines here, it's just that on some of them you can see better in there, like on this one, for instance, in the middle there. When you look between the seams of his armor, it's like he's made of nothing but the void. There's nothing in there but, you know, twinkling stars. It's fantastic. You can sort of see right through him, and like whatever he's doing with his armor here, it must be pretty damn cool. Just because of the way it looks, you know? And again, all these little seams, you can like stare into them, and they have the same effect as the strip behind his head here. It's just obviously less visible. Even the little symbols on the shoulders here. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. But yeah, those are the three different ones. I mean, I like the spikes quite a lot. I think that they look sort of brutal in a way, ruthless in a way. I would say the same as the orbs that you can pick here. But yeah, for me personally, this is a favorite. Kind of cool. And then finally, we're moving on to the colors. You've already seen the colors almost in their entirety. And I spoke about them kind of briefly earlier on. I like the idea behind them. I kind of dig what they're going for here, with the one being sort of more royal and regal, the other one being sort of more scientific, and the final one being just straight and plain militaristic with its colors. And obviously with the different combinations that you can put together, it's nice. It's nice. You can do cool stuff with it. Now, with all of that done, I will say that you can save loadouts here, and you can only do that if you actually have the skin. And you can randomize. And when you randomize, it gives you sort of a decent look at what you can do, the possibilities with the skin, the different combos that you can pull off, and so on and so forth. So let's do that. Let's randomize a few times and see what Sigma could possibly look like. Galactic Emperor Sigma. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually, having this combo. And then, I mean, the one thing I noticed, I feel like these weapons, they sort of don't have a home where all of this is concerned. And that was like, I would say my only issue with this skin was that they added a whole lot of stuff that works really well with the one weapon type, that's this one. And I feel like all of these work well with it. Like all three of these, the sharp points, the more sort of like menacing, and again, I'll say like brutal look, dangerous look. But then they didn't add much to match this. And I mean, yeah, you could argue that some of these looks do work with that. But I really feel like they could have perhaps added some slightly smoother, sleeker styles. Maybe to go with specifically this color scheme. I don't know. I don't know. That might just be me though. Like the idea of that, it might just be something that I have. Regardless, I think that there are some decent combinations here. It is, once again, like the other mythic skins, the kind of thing and the kind of skin that sort of ends up appealing only to some people. Like you're gonna want this if you're a Sigma player, of course, and you're gonna have to really like, you know, feel the Sigma vibe, and I don't think everyone does. So yeah, this, I think, of all of them that I've released so far, while it might be impressive and like really well done, it might also just be the most niche of the bunch. I can say that right here with certainty. Not just because the hero is the most niche, but, you know, because the style that you're going for here, it won't appeal to that many people. That said, I still like it, obviously, just like I liked all the others. And, man, if all the skins were customizable, I would be so happy. However, I like the fact that they're making these exclusive skins that sort of, you know, end up being a little bit more special, that give you more mileage if you actually use them. It's cool. It's cool. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you think of the skin, what you think of Overwatch Season 4, and all the rest. Tell me, and be honest, because I can take it. I think Blizzard can too, at this point. So yeah, check back here soon for more. I will definitely be covering all future skins that come out, because it is too much fun having a look at these. Give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, happy customizing those characters. Happy that.